Hey everyone, this is Mother from TechniciaStudios here for another video. So today's video is based upon IPL. So IPL has just started off and it means cricket season. So today we are going to learn something about cricket and Photoshop. It's not basically cricket, it's Photoshop only. So today what we are going to create is this little sucker. So without wasting any more time, let's go right inside Photoshop. So first of all the things that would be used in the tutorial would be there. The link would be there in the description. So let's go create a new canvas. Let's make it 1366 by 768 pixels big, and let's import the grass texture. The link would be in description as I told you before, and let's increase its size a little bit because it's a little bit small for my canvas. Let's import it till here. So you see we have this. Let's rasterize it fast, and let's go to image adjustments, color balance. Let's change it to 17. We'll make it 0, and this would be a -10. So yeah, go to image again, adjustments, and then let's go to levels. So now this would be a 0, this would be 1.0, this would be a 226. So let's press OK for this. Let's type in the text now. So we have this Merkin text, which the link would be in description. You can the type text font size would be 325 pixels. The color I would tell you just now. And first of all, let's see there's the tracking value would be 100. So this is the distance between two letters, so that would be 100. So let's change now the color of the text. So let's change it to 9F0D05. So that's what we are going to use. Let's type in the text IPL. Yeah, let's press Ctrl plus Enter, Ctrl plus A. Let's choose the selection tool by clicking V key or clicking there, pressing the V key or clicking there. Let's place it into the center, and we are done. Let's press Ctrl plus click on this IPL layer. Let's go to select, modify, expand, and let's expand it by 20 pixels. So now let's create a new layer, place it below the IPL layer, double click over it, and name it stroke. Now the color, let's choose the background color to be C50029, and let's press Ctrl plus backspace to bring up that color. So now let's Ctrl plus click IPL layer again, once again. Let's go to select, modify, expand, and let's expand it by 1 pixel now. Let's do that, and let's go to the stroke layer once again and press the delete key. So what this will do, it will create like this a little bit distance between these layers. So now let's go to let's first open up this. So this is the brush PSD that I would be giving you in this for usage. So I thought that we would be making it on the tutorial as well, but due to shortage of time, we are not going to do that, because if I teach you this, it would mean an additional 10 to 15 minutes. So not 10 to 15, it would take 7 minutes. So let's not waste time. I'll show you what to do. Download this file, click on edit, and click on define brush preset, and press OK to define this. So now let's go to the untitled one document again. Let's Ctrl plus click the IPL layer. Let's right click the IPL, and let's click create work path. So now first of all, go to the press the B key to bring up the brush. Go to the brush panel, go to the shape, brush type shape, change it to how much it was. Wait a sec please. Change it to 15 pixel, the size, the angle to be 90 degrees. Just 90 degrees is very important. And first of all, let's choose that brush. I forgot to do that. Yeah, so here is the brush. Let's change the size to be 15 pixels. Let's change the angle to be 90 degrees. Let's the roundness would be 100, the hardness nowhere it is there, the spacing would be ticked, and it would be 105%. So where's 105? the shape dynamics would be turned off, the size on, the size jitter would be 0, the control would be off, the angle jitter would be 0, the control would be direction, the roundness jitter would be 0% as well, the control would be off, and the flip axis and flip Y jitter would be turned off as well. The smoothing would be turned on. So let's close this. Let's go to the direct selection tool, and let's right click over here. Oops. Oh yeah, let's create a new layer and name it stitches. Let's right click over here and click stroke path. The tool would be brush, and stimulate pressure would be turned off. So oops, you have to change the foreground color before doing that. Let's change it to E6 to make that color, and right click it, stroke path, brush, stimulate pressure turned off. Okay, and press the enter key to remove that layer. So now we have this IPL over here. So let's go to edit, presets, then presets manager, go to contours, click on this button, click contours, and click on append from here. I will not do that because I have done that before. So let's go to the IPL text layer and go to the blending options to turn some good things on there. So first of all, let's go to the inner shadow. Let's change the distance to 0 and the size to be 16 pixels. Let's go to the inner glow menu now. The inner glow color would be the same as we used before, E6. Press OK. The blend mode would be multiply. The opacity would be 30%. The source would be center. The size would be 59 pixels, and the gloss contour would be, what was that? I guess it was Gaussian inverse. Yeah, this one is a Gaussian inverse. We'll choose the Gaussian inverse for this one. So let's go to the bevel and emboss now, and let's size would be, I guess, 24 pixels. So you'll see this would come out a little bit. Now the shadow mode color would be, I guess, E7. Yeah, so that would give it a white shadow instead of blackish one. Means that, I hope you understood what I tried to say. Let's turn on the texture and go into that. So the texture which we are going to use would be there in the link in the description. So what you need to do is go to this, go to load patterns, and double click this pattern to load this file up. So you'll get these 5 patterns which I have added 2 times. I don't know why. So let's choose this one pattern for this. No, this one, this dark brown one, which is named webtreatsbrownleather.jpg. So thanks to WebTreats for giving that to us. So let's change the scale to 50% and the depth to 15%. That would give a little effect over to our text. So now let's go add a satin over there. Let's change the color to E4. Yeah, so let's press OK here as well. Now turn this down. Let's go to the stroke layer, go to the blending options, go to first of all drop shadow. Let's do that first. So the drop shadow color would be 5A 543D. So that would be the distance would be 0 and the size would be 10 pixels. And let's go to the inner shadow now. Let's do distance would be 0 and the size would be 3 pixels. Yeah. Now let's go to inner glow. The blend mode would be multiply. The hash code of the this color would be what was that? A6 7C 5A. Yeah, that will be the color which we'll be using. So the source would be center. You see that difference that created. Source would be center, and the size would be 16 pixels. That would create a real nice effect over to there. So let's go to the bevel and emboss now. The size would be 16. Size 16. The color would be shadow mode color would be A6, A6, A6. Yep. And let's add in a texture over now. So the texture we used before, we are going to use the same texture here as well. Let's scale it down to 50%, and let's decrease the depth to 20%. So that's it for the stroke layer. Let's turn this down as well. Let's go to the stitches layer now, and let's add a drop shadow. The color would be 686868. Let's press OK for that. The distance would be 0 and the size would be 2. And let's go to the bevel and emboss now, and the depth would be 521%, and the size would be 1. The highlight mode would be soft light. The shadow mode color would be 939393. The contour, let's move on to the contour. The contour would be ring. This is the ring, I guess. Yeah, this is the ring. The anti-aliased would be turned on. Let's go to the texture now. The texture would be middle landscape. You can add that by going into this and trying out all of these. I forgot, I guess it is in the patterns. I forgot which one it is. You can try it out and see which one it is. You can go click on one of these and click append as we did before. So middle landscape is which we are choosing. I guess this is the one. No, yeah, middle landscape. So let's turn this. The scale would be 31% and the depth would be 100% as it is. So yeah, and yeah, that's it for the stitches. And now let's select the stroke and the IPL. Oops. Yeah, let's select both of these. Let's add a new layer, call it grunge. Let's change the foreground color to 9A 9A8B74. So that's the color which we are going to use in this. So let's change the blend mode to multiply, and let's change the opacity to 70%. Yeah. So now let's load up the brushes which we need. I have these brushes, the SL undercover brushes. The link would be in description to download these, and you can use them now. So let's load up these brushes. Where are those? Yeah, here they are. Let's create a little bit of grunge marks over this. So not very much, but we need many. Whatever it is. So we have done that. Press Ctrl plus D to deselect it. Let's see, it has done a lot of stuff. So let's erase a little bit. Eraser, let's do it a little bit less, because it would not look nice if all of it is like crunched. Let's select it again. Let's go to brush tool, and let's make some of them only this time. Yeah, that's nice. Before after, it's making me go nuts. Yeah, that's okay. It's perfectly alright, nothing to worry. So it makes it look a little bit older. Now let's duplicate the grass texture layer and bring it to top. And now let's select the stitches. Let's select all of these 3 layers. Not grunge, I guess. the stroke, the IPL, and the stitches. Let's select all three of these, and let's add like let's go to press Control Shift I, or Command Shift I if you're on a Mac, or go to select inverse to inverse the selection and press the mask key over here. So that would bring up our IPL layer over to the top. So let's now add some of the adjustment layers over here. So let's add a color balance adjustment layer. So choose the tone to be mid-tones. This cyan and red would be 36, the magenta and green would be 8, the yellow and blue would be a -2. Let's change it to now shadows. Let's change it to like 6. This would be 26, and this would be 8. So now let's turn this down, and let's add another color balance, and in this one, in midtones, this would be a +13, this would be a 15, and this would be a -5. Let's change it to shadows now, and let's turn this to 20, this to 10, and this and this to 10 as well. So now we have this vibrant color coming off, and now let's add a new layer, call it gradient, and let's change the blend mode to soft light of this one, and let's change the opacity to 70% as we did before. Let's take the foreground color to be 724 and C21. Yeah, that's the color which we require. Let's add in guides for this purpose. Guide is always there for help. Yep. So let's choose the gradient tool. Make sure that the reverse option is ticked. So now from the center, draw a gradient to the end. That would give you a coil of like a vignettes, like vignette-like stuff, giving it a little bit of old like look. Now add the another adjustments layer, which is the levels adjustment layer. Change the shadows to be 20. That would darken out the canvas a little bit. Now let's go to the window brush, or simply go to like press F5, or go simply here. Let's press the B key first. B key to turn on this. Let's go to the brush tip, and let's choose the single grass one, which is 112 written on the which means size of this is 112. So let's go to like the brush tip size should be 70 pixels, and the spacing should be 1%. Let's turn on the shape dynamics in this one. The size jitter would be 100%. The control should be off. The minimum diameter would be 0. The tilt scale is active. The angle jitter would be 100%. The control would be direction as it is shown before. The roundness would be 0. The control would be off. Flip X jitter and flip Y jitter would be turned on. The smoothing would be turned on as well. So now let's move on to the mask. So moving on to this mask, clicking on this mask, not on this layer but on the mask. As you can see, if you click on this layer, something like this would occur, which we do not want. So let's click on the mask. The foreground color should be black and the background should to be white. Let's click on this eraser tool. I made that mistake once again. We have to do that again. Sorry for that. I'll do it quickly. You know the settings before only shape dynamics. Yeah, so we now have the this grass. Now what we are going to do, we are going to bring some grass over the top of this IPL. So now let's place a little bit grass over here, not a not too much, so take care about that. Not we don't want much grass, we just want some grass that you can do to your that is your own perspective how you do this stuff, because this is like everyone's would be different for hair, cause every single time you click the brush changes. So you can also add a little bit like continuous, that would also look real nice, but it's basically nice enough to create this little bit distance. So I'll just quickly do this. I'll make sure that at the bottom it has a little bit more grass. I don't know why I want that, but I want that. At the lower portion the grass should be more as compared to the top portion. So yeah, now we have it, our own cricket ball style text effect. So thanks for watching, and first of all I would like to give a little bit of credits. So the major credit goes to PSD Tuts Plus, because there's a tutorial over there that is I practiced that and I customized that. That was baseball like stuff and I converted into cricket. So first of all, thanks to that, and I would also like to thank all of those DeviantArt profiles stuff which we are going to use, which we used in this tutorial. So thanks for watching, and let me know in the comment section below which team are you supporting, or any suggestions if you want. So thanks for watching, stay tuned on Technicia Studios.